Hi, Alyssa. Wow, it's been a long time since I've done this. I understand you just got back from vacation. Yay, I guess. Now we can do this more. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner, but I didn't know where you were. I thought I got home from Yellowstone. I didn't know if you'd gotten back from your vacation yet, so it was confusing. I just finished watching an episode of Star Trek, the original series, the one with Captain Kirk in it. That show is... it's very silly. I'm sorry. Compared to the other Star Trek series, like The Next Generation and Enterprise, that is just so bad. Ooh. The episode that I watched was, they went to the three characters, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy, go to this planet where it's like a mafia movie, because apparently another ship left a book there on the mafia. So the entire planet was like a mafia movie. There were lots of men in pinstripe suits with guns running around, and it was very silly, and Captain Kirk ends up becoming like a gangster and talking all gangster-like, and it's very silly, and he's a very bad driver because they ended up driving a car, and it was mildly entertaining. There were several parts when I was just thinking, this plot is just... who wrote this stuff? I seriously don't know. I wouldn't know who wrote it, but I understand that this show wasn't very popular. Well, it wasn't as popular after it came out as it was when it was running. It certainly has improved since when it was out. I don't know when it was out first, but... and whenever I see Captain Kirk, I have to think of that commercial. You know, the one with the guy that... what is it called? Something negotiator. I don't know. It's the same actor, and it's weird. I can't look at Captain Kirk the same. It's sad. I hate it when actors I like go into commercialism. It's not as if they need the money, is it? Who knows? Anyway, I was in Yellowstone for a while. It was fun. I saw lots of animals, and I walked around a lot with my family, and I didn't like walking that much. I mean, we didn't exactly walk, we hiked, and it was very tiring, and I hurt my feet. Hiking does that to you. But we saw animals, wildlife, stuff. We saw a moose, and we saw a female moose and a baby moose, and they were very cute, and apparently that's very rare, because there's only about 200 moose in... Is there a plural word for moose that I'm not aware of, like mice? I guess that wouldn't make sense. Or meese, or mooses, or moosei, moosen. I don't know, I should look it up. And I saw a lot of elk and other furry quadrupeds with antlers, which wasn't obviously very interesting, unless you're into elk and deer and pronghorns and caribou. We saw a caribou. Even I thought it was a caribou. We were passing it, and it was just sitting there on the road, just chilling. That's what the males do. Male caribou. They don't really care about people coming up to them because they've got no young to look after. If you find a female elk, or caribou, it's just gonna hightail it, apparently. We did see a whole bunch of females once going up a hill, and they had babies, and they were very cute. Yes, they had spots. They were a lot like deer, even though they're a lot bigger. We did see bear. I didn't expect we'd see a bear. The entire 10 days we're there, we would hear about it. Oh, there's a bear. A bear and her cubs just off the road half an hour ago. Oh crap, we're too late. and we saw a mother bear and her cub on the way up to the airport, and it was adorable. It was a black bear. They were both black bears, and it was so cute. I love baby bears. Whenever I see a baby bear, I just want to go up to it, and I want to hold it in my arms and do like this. But I know if I do that, then I'd probably get my face clawed off by the mother. So yeah. I was just looking at my cat. My cat's over there. It's very dark in here. If it wasn't that I wouldn't be able to watch my show. I was just thinking, and I never noticed this, but elves and Vulcan, elves from Lord of the Rings, and Vulcan from Star Trek, they're actually very similar. I mean, just think about it. They both have pointy ears. In both cases, the females look just like the males. The female Vulcans have short hair and pointy ears, and so in the wake up, computer. And the males are short-haired and pointy-eared, and I don't think I need to explain how exactly the male elves in Lord of the Rings look just exactly like the female elves. I don't know why they seem so effeminate. Maybe it's just because they never grow beards and they always have long hair. Perhaps that's just how the film worked out. And speaking of Lord of the Rings, I've recently discovered that they're actually making a movie out of The Hobbit. Yes! And it's getting directed by Peter Jackson. Yes! And it's 2 parts. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I was looking at the cast, and I'm pretty pleased. It has Ian McKellen as Gandalf, and it has Andy Serkis as Gollum, and the guy that's playing Bilbo is Martin Freeman. He was in a film I love called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He played Arthur Dent, and I think he's going to make a great Bilbo. Though I was slightly perturbed by the fact that there are at least 8 characters in the film that were not in the book. Peter Jackson's adding them in. Most of them are people we already know, like Frodo and Galadriel and Legolas. And some of them are not. And I was also a bit disappointed to find out they're not going to refer to the goblins as goblins. If you probably didn't read The Hobbit, like everyone else I know, in The Hobbit, they don't have orcs. They have these creatures called goblins. And they're not going to call them goblins. They're going to call them orcs. I suppose I don't know what you call that. I'm slightly annoyed. But I have great confidence in Peter Jackson because he's made 3 amazing films already, and I can't see how he's going to mess this up. Though I wouldn't put it past him to make some serious plot changes. He already did do that stupid thing with Arwen. I have to explain that to you. Arwen, in the film, if you remember, Arwen ended up rescuing Frodo and taking him across the river and kicking the Nazgul butt, and then finding Frodo slipping away and then going, "No, Frodo, no, don't, Frodo!" And which was not in the book. There was no, for one thing, she's not supposed to cry over Frodo. She doesn't know Frodo. And for another, in the book, she didn't even show up at that point. It was another elf called Glorfindel that ended up rescuing Bilbo, and the whole thing with the horses in the water and the kicking the Nazgul butt, that was from, who did that? I think that was Elrond. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I should be talking about this stuff to you because you're not exactly a fan of it. Anyway, I've got not much time left. I really want to talk more about nerdy stuff, so I hope you reply to this soon.